Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer where we are diving into something really special called the alchemy of the daily walk. We're gonna break down the actual nuts and bolts mechanics of long-term success. If you've ever felt like your goals are just constantly slipping through your fingers, or even worse, you've finally achieved them and felt, well, kind of empty inside, yeah, this is exactly what you need. We're gonna look at why we absolutely have to shift our mindset if we wanna build something that actually lasts. Let's get right into it. So I want you to really pause and think about this for a second. What actually happens after you reach your goal? It's a surprisingly tough question, right? Have you ever spent months, maybe even years, grinding away for this massive milestone? You finally cross that long-awaited finish line, and instead of just pure eternal bliss, you get hit with this sudden feeling of emptiness? It's that classic, now what, paradox. And the source material we're looking at today hits the nail on the head as to exactly why this happens. Section 1. The Finish Line Paradox. The Trap of the Final Destination. Okay, so the core problem is what happens when your whole existence is wrapped up in just reaching that finish line. Because once you hit it, your driving force literally just vanishes. Poof, gone. And that brings us to two very different mindsets. You've got the destination lover, who is laser focused on the winning line, and the process lover, who actually focuses on the walk itself. The source has this brilliant insight: the person who loves the walk is always going to go further than the person obsessed with the final destination. Think about it. If your sole motivation is to reach the winning line, you're going to stop the exact second you cross it. But if you actually love the walk, you just keep on going. Section 2. The Process of Winning. Finding Meaning in the System. To totally escape that finish line trap, we really need to completely reevaluate what true success looks like. The process of winning means you're super keen on gaining expertise, mastering the process itself, and making every single day a rewarding destination in its own right. When you shift to being a process lover, your life isn't just about twiddling your thumbs waiting for one big victory 5 years down the road. By genuinely enjoying the journey, your life instantly becomes packed with continuous victories. Every single day turns into its own little success story. What you become during the course of time and during the process of achieving your goal is more important than the goal itself. I mean, wow. Let that sink in for a second. The trophy, the job title, that crazy financial milestone, those are all temporary. But the internal transformation, the grit, the resilience, the actual person you evolve into while chasing that goal, nobody can ever take that away from you. Section 3. The Fitness Transformation. A Blueprint for the Daily Grind. Let's ground all this abstract philosophy with a really tangible example, a physical transformation. If you're only focusing on the outcome, like a number on the scale, you're going to be constantly frustrated every time you look in the mirror. But the text asks us to flip the script and focus on the daily activities instead: waking up on time, getting ready, prepping for the workout, making that post-workout meal, just physically dragging yourself to the gym. On their own, they seem, almost trivial, right? But these tiny, rhythmic actions are the literal building blocks of success. And hey, once you're actually in the gym, the process goes even deeper. It turns into this active experiment to figure out what actually works for you. Step by step, you start focusing on progressive overloading. You're failing, you're trying again, you're learning, and yeah, you're unlearning a bunch of bad habits along the way. This continuous loop of friction and adaptation, that is exactly how you grow. Which brilliantly brings us to the ultimate takeaway here. This is exactly how discipline is developed. By getting those tiny little daily wins through that continuous loop, you're actually building a massive success story that you can be genuinely super proud of. You see, discipline isn't some magic trick. It's just the natural byproduct of mastering the really small things day in and day out. Section 4. Mastering the Minutia. Life after the victory. So what actually happens when you finally hit that goal weight, or you finally launch that dream business? Well, because you've been entirely focused on the process, the text reveals this really beautiful truth. Tomorrow isn't actually a different day for you. The day before the victory, you were doing the daily process. And the day after the victory, you wake up and you do the exact same process. Sure, you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but the routine itself remains your ultimate reward. You don't stop because the walk was the whole point all along. Because you so intimately know the trials and tribulations of that path, you are profoundly changed by it. You really appreciate the importance of daily wins, you honor those habits, and you absolutely never take the next day for granted. You just naturally run through your ritual, rewarding yourself with those small wins because you know exactly what they're worth. Section 5. Winning every single day. Handling bigger, better things. Now, this incredibly grounded discipline isn't just about hitting the gym. It applies universally to pretty much all of life's broader challenges. Stick to the fundamentals. Give importance to the minutia. Embracing the tiny, unglamorous details isn't a distraction from greatness. It's literally the secret to lasting power. It's the alchemy that turns a simple daily walk into a lifelong triumph. When you finally master those seemingly insignificant daily habits, you unlock this remarkable capability. You become fully equipped to handle the bigger, better things that inevitably come your way. And the best part? You don't do it with arrogance. You do it with 100% gratitude and respect because you know exactly what it took to get there. So I want to leave you with a bit of a provocative question today. Take a good, hard look at your own routines. Based on everything we've uncovered in this explainer about the process lover's mindset, what small, seemingly insignificant habit will you make your ultimate destination tomorrow? Really think about it. Try changing your focus from the finish line to just the very next step. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.